Hello, everybody, and welcome back to parts 2 or part whatever, however they break up. So, yes, this is where we are. Lumen has finally made her way over to the wall and has started trying to climb it. So, she's finally gotten to the top and has been able to peek her head over. So, what we're going to do is we're going to have Lumen step right up here and show what she sees on the other side. It's funny is I say that, and during the break, I went and got myself a fruit salad instead of putting things where I wanted them because I'm like a really, really bad DM. So instead, I'll describe it to you while I set it up. Erin, what you see as you look over there is you see the camp. You actually, when you're really close, you hear noises coming from the other side. No talking, no talking or anything like that, but little bits of shuffling, little bits of things happening or whatever, little bits of movement. But again, no talking really going on over there. You believe you smell a campfire. As a matter of fact, is that venison cooking right now? You're almost positive it's venison cooking. And then you also hear the clanging of steel on steel. Wait. But that's not steel and steel like combat. It's steel and steel much like you would imagine practice. It's very rhythmic, very purposeful, the clanging that you hear. But again, there's no talking, no laughter, no cussing, no anything like that going on from the other side of the camp. So when you look over, what you happen to see is a ton of skeletons on the other side of the camp, walking around and doing what you would imagine the camp would be doing if they were in fact just people there doing their job. So right here we're gonna have it set up so everybody can see. The rest of you, you're welcome to just turn on to the Twitch and watch there so you can see what Erin's seeing if you care to. But the camp just has a whole bunch of skeletons walking around and cooking venison over there, tending to this over here, standing up at the archery range and firing their bows at it, much like you do at your own. People sparring with one another. Somebody else is sewing some clothes or fetching water from the well. You see there's a board of where quests would be set up for people to grab, and people kind of like shoving past each other to get to the board and grab the quests that are off of it. I mean, looks like camp, but instead of people, it's just a whole bunch of silent skeletons walking around and doing these things. You even see there's a group of them sitting around a fire. One of them kind of shoves the other one in the shoulder, and all of them are kind of like, as
so weird.
as they're doing something, right? This is what you're watching. What's happening there?
All right. So what about the ones who are eating? Like,
They
how
take
does that work?
yeah they take the venison and
Yeah.
they put it in their mouth and rip it out with their teeth, right?
Uh-huh.
And then they chew on it and then they swallow it and it falls down. And even as they're chewing on it, it just like falls like everywhere because they don't have lips to hold it in or like
That's gross.
muscles and skin. Yeah, so it's kind of like a less classy version of Casper the Ghost, which you watched when you were a kid. You probably didn't because you never watched movies as a kid. But like with the ghosts actually eating everything and all just falling on the floor beneath them. That's kind of what you're seeing around the camp. And it's probably a little strange to you.
Mm-hmm.
So please.
All right. All right. So before I go back with the information, I mentioned this before, but I would like to try and disable that ballista if possible.
Absolutely. So one of the details.
Sneakily.
What was that?
Sneakily.
Of course, sneakily. So one of the details about the ballista, which you want to disable, the one that you're standing on, is as you're looking around and seeing this, and you're kind of like
Well,
watching it, on the actual tower right where you are, there happens to be a skeleton standing right there on the tower. And he's looking out. He's kind of like leaning on the ballista a little bit, looking out, like looking for something, presumably a guard on duty, I guess. He doesn't seem to notice you, though.
I don't want to just attack these guys because they seem like they're okay. So maybe I won't disarm the ballista and I'll just go back to the info.
Sure. He's just kind of like
Maybe
leaning
we could just talk to the skeletons. They seem fine.
Okay.
Just dead.
Just dead. So you choose to kind of like slowly creep your way back down and
Yep.
head to the group. Roll me a stealth check to slowly creep your way back down.
Yep.
We're getting shot at.
That's not bad.
All right, turn my volume back on.
It's a 9
It's only ballistas.
on par.
No, so that's a 15. That's not bad at all. So you are able to sneakily make your way back down. Roll me in acrobatics. This is much easier to do. Do it with advantage.
Cool.
7. Nice.
Make your way back
better
down,
than
no
7.
problem. And are able to rejoin your friends.
Colleagues.
So, wow, that's fine. I have one friend.
Acquaintances.
So they're all dead.
You say they're all dead?
Yep.
Okay,
They're all
so let's
dead.
go report back that they're dead.
No, but they're moving. They're all skeletons.
They're moving dead?
Yeah.
All
I'm dead.
skeletons.
But here's the deal. They seem to be fine. Other than that, they're just kind of going around it.
I
What do
give
you
you a
mean?
look. I hold my hand up to your forehead, like, to see if she has a fever.
I'll like bat your hand away.
I'm just like,
They're
they're
fine.
dead, but they're fine?
They're just kind of going about business as usual. They're making food.
Solve the problem.
Oh, I don't think they're bad. I don't think they're evil. They're just dead. I don't think they know it.
I guess, should we try to talk to them?
If they didn't know it, then
They weren't
would've
making
sent
any
stuff
noise?
back. If they didn't know they were dead, they would have sent pigeons back.
Yeah, no, they have no clue. I think they're just going about business as usual.
Do you want to try to talk to them?
They can't make noise. They don't have lungs, vocal cords, any of that. We can try to write to them. They can try to communicate.
But they haven't answered any of the pigeons.
Yeah, what I said.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He said something like
It's
that.
possible there's a greater intelligence behind it. There's a necromancer. I wouldn't know. They didn't say anything like that.
Solve the problem.
And how do you suggest we do that?
I miss Gilly.
There's 2 ballistas.
Nighttime.
That could be fun.
Well, we did scout it out. Nighttime. Maybe he has something. Maybe he's right. Maybe nighttime. Maybe we should come back at nighttime. Do these things become powerful at nighttime? I don't. What are these things?
Peck also like when notices Gore said 2 ballistas that could be fun. Does like poke him and like motion up at them like yeah, but he doesn't make any noise because he's just quiet.
I will say
Yeah, but actually no, he makes like a little like.
we can
like a
come back
bird
at
noise.
night and scout more, but based on what I've seen, they're probably just gonna go to bed at night.
Right. So they might just not see us.
Solve the problem.
Nighttime. I say to you. I try to mock your nighttime the best I can. I just say nighttime.
Oh, that's awesome because now when he says nighttime again, he can say it in your voice of mocking his voice.
Yes, it can be a duplicate of a duplicate.
And down the rabbit hole we go.
Of a duplicate, mind you.
Yes.
Nope. Mm-hmm. There you go.
Yeah, perhaps nighttime would be best.
Unless something changes about this, I don't see any point in attacking them.
The thing
Right,
I like
we
about this is I'm imagining Lumen also has a mug of something warm and is not very like interested in the situation. Got like a fun thermos.
As a cleric, have I ever heard of undead just going about their lives as if they were alive?
Well, there's this one dwarf.
Roll me a religion check, but probably not. You know what I mean? It's fucking weird.
It sounds weird.
That's what I was thinking.
Unless it was like a vampire that was trying to hide their, So, no, you don't know of anything with your 11 religion check.
So You're saying they're doing nothing weird. Are you suggesting we just go in there now, or are you suggesting we wait until nighttime?
Yeah, let's gather more information. Let's look at them at night. I'm just saying, we don't just go in and solve the problem by,
Solve the problem.
Murder.
Nighttime. Right.
murdering these skeletons who just seem to be
If
going
we-
about
if we
their
don't-
business.
If we don't have to fight, I don't want to fight.
He'll actually like if we don't have to fight, I don't want to fight. Like nod.
Is there an echo in here, or is it just me?
It's just me.
No, don't do that.
All right.
He's not got a sense of humor for that. He's just like he's
So
just agreeing.
you guys are going back to more or less short rest. Wait out your time, Aaron. You definitely can get.
Buy the horses.
Yeah,
Uh,
chill
no,
with the
they
horses.
actually- It is such a long period of time. I want to say you can long rest, but technically speaking, you just took a long rest. I found out after a little Twitter argument that
24
that-
hours.
24 hours, right? So
Yeah, knew about that.
So the is a rule I forgot, whatever. So you can take a short rest and you can totally regain those health points if you care to. Aaron, do your
Yeah.
Okay.
Short rest.
There's not a bard in the party. Okay, now. So you can roll your HD or whatever it is. But in the meanwhile, thank you very much for doing that. Awesome, you're full health again. You guys are able to take your rest, relax for a long period of time. Do you regain your key at a short rest? I believe you do, actually.
Yes, she does.
Yeah, so you're fucking awesome again. And wait out until nighttime comes. Now, before we go any further, I do want to point out, does anybody else think it's funny that Ollie has a cane? Like, do all English people have, like, top hats and canes? Just, like do you have a monocle, too? Just, like, sitting around waiting for...
I have a top hat somewhere.
I knew it! I knew it! I knew it.
My
Called
head's
it.
too small. The smallest size top hat they make is still too big for me.
That-
I have
that's
the
hilarious.
exact opposite issue.
Yeah,
I can imagine.
Yeah.
My head's too large to fit things.
All right, so
That's all she wrote.
The Davis family trait.
so I forgot about the Murder Hobos command. That was from the original, from the
Yeah.
First
the
episode.
original. No, I thought that was pre this. I thought that was from the Elemental game
That
before.
was first episode.
No, it was Eberron.
Oh.
First episode of Eberron.
Yeah.
It was about
Yeah,
Stalbor's
Ollie.
House.
There are
So
literal murder
Stalbor's
hobos
apartment
here.
block.
All right, so moving on. You guys are make your way up until it's nighttime. So you make your way back and wait until the night falls and it gets much darker. Now, one of the things that you do know, how close do you guys stay?
We go to the
that way?
horses.
You just go to the horses, like back the
Yes.
400 feet or so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make sure nothing happens to them.
You guys making perception checks?
Yeah, perception. Woo!
Is this one actually nighttime?
Yeah,
or-
you don't have to worry about disadvantage. It's gonna be like dusk or whatever I'm referring to.
I'm like
Good
nailing it
perception
with the
modifier,
12s
but
today.
I'm only getting 11s.
So
I
plus
keep getting
6.
11s and 12s.
So nobody notices how or whatever happens, but one of the things that you do notice, you'll actually see on screen in 2 seconds. So let me go
Immersion.
click,
My immersion with my.
and
It's
global illusion
nighttime.
off. Boom, nighttime. So one of the things that might stand out to you, you might be able to just tell right away, maybe not, is that there are in fact lights that were lit at some point in time over at the gate. So there are torches lit. There is some light over there.
Oh
But
shit.
that is what you see. I'm sure it is a lot easier for you to see, Mr. Dwarf, than everybody else.
I don't know. What's your dark vision?
120.
I'm 120 as well, sir.
I didn't put that on your character. I'm a shitty DM.
He
I
tried
told
to
multiple
remind
times.
You reminded
I
me.
literally remind you twice.
I thought it was 2 days ago, though.
So I remind you 2 days ago, and then today I remind you.
Yeah. It was, bam. Okay, is that better?
Everything's a little bit brighter.
Yeah, it's like I just doubled my fucking range. It's beautiful. That's amazing. So you guys are over there, and so you're get you away significantly closer. You see that those torches are lit, which probably makes the human and the birdie, the peck, feel a lot better. And then you get closer and closer, and the two of you are able to even see pretty much everything that's in front of you as you're making your way there. So what do you choose to do at this point, at this juncture? Let me ask this: what time did you go? Shortly after dusk, or at like midnight?
I would imagine she said that they might be sleeping, so I would imagine after 10.
Yeah. So
I
late,
think we
but not
even
late
go a
midnight.
little bit after, yeah.
Yeah,
Not-
like-
not immediately dusk. Just a bit after.
Yeah, a couple hours after. Sure. What,
Reasonable bedtime.
Why don't we say like 10:30 or so? Okay.
Mhm.
Sure. Okay.
So should we climb the wall?
No.
Gore kind of just looks down at himself, looks back up.
And then
And in fact, when he says no, it's a woman's voice, so it's a little bit weird.
that is a
I want to
little
hear
weird.
that, Ollie. I want to hear that.
It's going to be like a no.
Thank you, Ollie.
I'll look at Lumen. I'll say, should we climb the wall?
Probably. Get us best look.
Peck points to like.
I mean,
where-
do you want to knock on their door?
I thought we wanted to observe what they do at night.
I'm just
You
saying.
can't
what's the other
observe someone
option?
if they know you're there. Well, they're saying no.
Well, I don't think they have a choice. Like they
I w-
can't
I-
climb.
I can't climb. Have you seen
Right.
me?
So maybe we can create an opening for you.
Alright.
I'll try to climb. I'll try to climb the wall away from the lights.
Sure.
Stay in the dark.
Position yourselves on the map where you intend to climb.
I will climb where I climbed up before.
Absolutely.
Make it
Sure.
easier myself.
Yeah. I'll put you right in that corner, exactly where you were before. And Will, you want to be further into the darkness?
Yeah, like
'Cause
over
you're-
here somewhere.
You're not anywhere near as stealthy as Aaron. Awesome. So why don't
Hey,
you
I'm
guys?
stealthy.
Just
I'm
nice.
actually probably just as stealthy.
So why don't you guys start making your climb checks for me? And just so I just realized
You said
it's a little bit
acrobatics?
different. This is where everybody was kind of like hiding before, where they were hanging out was over at the very back over here. But anyway,
Yeah.
so backing up a bit.
I would have given Vickrel guidance.
Okay.
Okay.
Pretty much said same thing to him.
Yep.
With all Father watch over you.
It is acrobatics or athletics your choice for climbing in this situation. Please make your rolls. Beautiful.
While you're climbing,
my father's dead.
while you're climbing, Peck goes around all the like torn up grass and broken trees, and is just like druid crafting little buds of flowers while you're doing this. He's not paying any fucking attention. He's just regrowing things like one at a time. Like
Okay.
takes a while.
So, Aaron. Oh, Aaron, you already rolled yours before he cast guidance. My apologies. So you guys go over there and start climbing up, and you get higher up. I assume you don't use the guidance.
I don't use it yet. No.
Okay, you guys get higher up than she does. Both of you guys doing the best you can to make progress. Nothing incredible. Nothing like really. Like you get we'll say about a third the way up. Will Aaron, you get less than that.
Okay.
You guys can roll for me again.
Ha. I only got a third the way up of a 30-foot. That's 10 feet up. I only got 10 feet up.
Absolutely. Roll me a
Gonna
dexterity
join the
save
skeletons real
A
soon.
deck save.
with disadvantage.
Yep.
Oh,
Disadvantage
dude.
deck save. I got you guys.
Aaron, you make Aaron's now about a third the way up. Will, are you happy with that? Do you want to use your other thing, or are you good?
I'm good. It's only 10 feet, so I'm good.
Okay, so you fall down to the ground and go boom, and for every 10 feet of falling, usually it's a d6 of damage, but it's reduced by the fact that there's things breaking your fall. So you're actually going to be able to take 1d4 minus 1, minimum 1. So
Yeah,
Okay.
thank goodness your fall is broken by all those spikes.
Yeah.
it's
But you're not hitting the spiky part. You're hitting the flat part.
you hit,
Yeah.
you hit the
I get
flat
it.
part.
I'm just breaking my back on the spikes. Are you rolling that? So 3. Max to image.
Yeah. So 3 points of damage from the fall down.
Sure thing.
Don't get them killed.
And I start immediately climbing right back again.
And both of you guys roll me your acrobatics checks, please.
Oh wait, I don't have disadvantage.
You
I
don't have disadvantage. Come on, Aaron. Woo! Better, Aaron.
I'm on the
Oh,
ground and
it's
I'm
got
just
a
not-
climber. Who knew?
So, Aaron, you're actually make it another third the way up. So you're solid 2/3 the way up there. William, you more or less, you kind of push yourself up off the ground and you slump against a thing. You start trying to climb, but honestly, your ribs just hurt for a moment. And so, like, you start climbing up maybe like 2 rungs, and you're just like, hold on. And you climb back down and just kind of like, oh, God, okay.
Yeah.
All right, I got this. And you can start climbing back up again.
Yeah, I'll just keep the climbing going.
Woohoo! Aaron, roll for me.
I like crits because we have cool rules about them.
Crits actually do shit
So
now.
so Erin starts climbing her way up there and climbing that last third of the way to get up to the top, positioning herself for a nice, easy stealth look over and all that stuff. But it's kind of funny, from down below, he took that moment to catch his breath, excuse me, and then all of a sudden Vicarol is like, yeah, I got this. I know which way to go now. And he just starts climbing and looping and lifting himself up, walks over a couple steps across the thing, starts climbing up. He actually gets up there. If it was a race, probably the same exact time. We're talking like the movie Cars, sticks his tongue out just to get there. A perfect tie to get to the top of the wall there. Both of you guys can make me your stealth checks with normal stealth check, my apology.
Sure thing. I'm probably gonna use something on his if this isn't good.
Nice.
Not bad. Not bad.
I'll take it.
Sweet. Freaking nice.
Never mind. I won't use guidance yet.
So you guys are able to look over the wall and to see on the other side, and you can see that they're all kind of like winding down whatever it was that they were working on. You know, some people are kind of like making their way into their actual beds themselves. Some of them are just kind of like cleaning up over the archery area. Some of them are still sitting around drinking and joking and laughing and whatnot. One of them looks like a really 7-foot tall half-orc now, with a halfling that. No. So you guys are see them really. The camp is winding down. This looks like yours, where some will be on watch, some will just be up drinking because they don't give a fuck, and most of them are going to bed. That's what it looks like at this point.
I'm gonna look
Something
at
had to
Lumen.
have caused this.
Mhm.
Can you sense magical shit?
No,
You're a magical person. You can't sense magical things.
not at all.
Welcome the raid.
I'll
Hello
just kind of
raid.
like
Welcome
shake
the
my
raid.
head.
No, yeah.
Alright,
I'm
let's
going
just see
to,
if we go to bed.
So how far away are you from me, like feet wise?
As you guys are kind of like looking over and starting trying to plan things, all of a sudden something changes. Off in like you feel like, I don't know, something changes in the air. Maybe it's the smell of the air. Maybe it's the wind itself. I don't know. Something changes. But that change that you just kind of like felt, that change that almost like made the hairs on the back of your neck stand up or whatever it is. You look around and you see all of a sudden all of the skeletons around you just stop. Stop. Standing perfectly frozen still.
I don't like that. I'm
Does
gonna.
Vicarol explain that he does not like this?
So I'm going to cast, minor illusion,
Okay?
near, like right in front of Lumen, of like a question mark exclamation point, just like.
Okay.
That's actually genius.
So
Just like
You-
I don't even know.
Silent communication.
you do that in front of her, and as she's seeing this and kind of like it's funny. It's not too bad it's not an old barbarian where they'd be illiterate and they'd be like, I don't get it. So
She
anyways,
seems smarter than me. So.
yeah. As you guys are witnessing this, and as she sees that, she kind of like looks around to what's going on, and all of a sudden, like you see they all start to come out of their tents and they start to line up in almost two file, but not like perfectly in two file, like soldiers lining up. They just kind of like come joining together, and as they come joining together, the first one first, all of a sudden starts breaking out and starts like moving and dancing a little bit and moving and starts like, and then as it's doing so, it literally starts like rapping on its body and making these tapping musical noises, and then one at a time, all of them behind it with the speed of it happening, kicking up. And there's 200 skeletons in here, all pour out of their tents or wherever they're doing, all lining up and all doing the same thing, where they're like dancing and they're making music and they're doing all this crazy stuff in front of you guys, all lining up and making their way towards the gates, towards where it is that Lumen is standing right now. So not directly at her, but towards the gate. But here's the big problem. As they're doing this, as they're getting louder and louder, filing up and making this noise, you guys hear it. It's loud and clear, no questions. You hear it. And so could the two of you do me a favor and make me a will save?